Yo, it's Dr. Awesome Gamer, and thank you for joining me today. Today's video is a theory because PewDiePie lost this morning. Today being March 21st, 2019, and it was about 36,000 of a difference. That's the biggest. The last time was about 10,000 of a difference with T-Series winning. Now, T-Series has been going over PewDiePie, but they can't hold it. But today was the biggest gap ever. Now, my whole theory is there's been other theories similar, but mine's a lot different. They're saying that YouTube is controlling the sub gap. And I think that PewDiePie doesn't even know they're doing this. But let me tell you why. Because I think that my theory is that I think that they are giving fake views and subs to T-Series. Because if you look at open up another tab, reopen YouTube, or make the video small, do whatever, look at the trending, maybe after this video or something, and see the first 13 trending videos are corporations. Movie corporations, which movie trailers, then you can go either way on those, but then it's other things until you get to Jack's film, which is number 15 on trending, and you kind of see the trend. And they've been giving us a lot of news, Jimmy Fallon, sports stuff. Like, if you log out completely, you'll see that's what they they recommend to just people. It is a bunch of corporations, and I think that they're slowly trying to get rid of us, the independent YouTube channels, because they're trying to make it so we look at PewDiePie and say, this is this is amazing, and then he loses, and then we see there's no chance for us. And then you start seeing those channels get numbers and numbers huge, bigger and bigger. And yeah, T-Series could have gotten a few of the numbers from people in India when they got better Wi-Fi, finally. But I think it's that. And I have a little bit of evidence about this, because if you look, yeah, there was a whole thing about some adult stuff with children and all that, that happened, and they started disabling some channels stuff. Now, on YouTube, on some YouTube channels, like Kids React, certain FTG TV videos don't have the comments disabled, even though they got a child in the video. Chatronic, on the other hand, had all of his videos, even ones that don't have kids, disabled. And he is an independent content creator, and that should be a red flag. Okay? And due to all this, they changed the copyright, the community guideline strikes. Meaning if you get 3 strikes within a span of 3 months, you are out and your channel is deleted. Now, 4 months ago, there was a couple different videos. One YouTuber he put in a voice on, testing out some software for making music. He put an effect on his voice, and he played that, and a company copyright claimed him for a song that was not even in there. And another YouTuber got the same thing. He played a song, and it was the complete opposite song. And YouTube on songs, I have a video, if you saw the electric toothbrush dance, something that just came up with goofing around and all. I haven't gotten a dang email about any copyright strikes in that, even though that is a copyrighted song. That song is copyright. So, it's weird what gets copyrighted, what doesn't get copyrighted. It's a strange, weird thing. And I expected Chatronic to go and flag my video and want it shut off, but he didn't. And I'm doing this way to help him and everything. And I think that because of earlier today when checking around like 1 o'clock, 12-ish, 1 o'clock-ish, PewDiePie was back to having 2,000 something more. And as I'm making this video, it's somewhere between 27 to 29 million. Like, I mean, 1,000 more, not million, 1,000 more ahead. That's almost the reverse of this morning. And I think because a lot of things we've been getting recommendations to is a bunch of corporations. If you just check YouTube without being subscribed, or you just make a new account and they'll just give you the basic stuff. They've been giving a lot of like DIY channels that are a bunch of corporations that pump out videos. They like companies that pump videos or do music like T-Series, because then if someone likes a song, they can then go onto the Play Store and buy the song, therefore getting Google Music, the song on Google Music, and then Google makes money from the music. And because YouTube is owned by Google, it makes sense. And a lot of YouTubers have been having a problem with CP on their channel a while back. If you know my other channel, Tell the Truth, you'll know that I talked about that. But they got their channels completely terminated for having CP because of being adult stuff that I'm not going to really talk about. But I had a whole nose. I just looked at them. But what I think they're going to do is slowly in the next 2 to 3 weeks from today, being the sub gap was like a bit huge between the two, and PewDiePie lost. I think that T-Series is gonna overcome PewDiePie and continue to stay. And PewDiePie is going to slowly stop getting the subscribers. Yeah, there's people out there that are going to constantly keep making accounts and all that. And that's why I feel they want to get rid of independent creators. And that's also a reason to say Mr. Beast has not made a post or a video since the Super Bowl, which was February 3rd. That's almost a month. And yet he made 3 videos, one month right after the others. Then was quiet in the month of January. Then did some of the Super Bowl, and then was quiet most of this month. And this month is practically almost over. We got like a week. Like, literally about at the end, we have like, there's only like 11 days of the month left. Nothing. Because he did one in November. I think it was, one was in October, November, December. There were 3 different videos. Then there was nothing in January. Then there was something in February, which was about the Super Bowl being there. And he was making posts and other things during that time. And since the Super Bowl, he's been empty. Mr. Beast has barely even, he's been empty. Now, I think that what YouTube wanted to do was start this up, and they knew Mr. Beast was becoming something big. I think that they were working with him to, and I'm not saying this is true, but this is all a theory, and you can take it as it's not real or anything, but I do think that YouTube kind of said, hey, did something to Mr. Beast that said, hey, do you want to help support this YouTube channel? That, yeah, I know, we know you like him. Do you want to support him? And he said yes. Now, I don't have the evidence to prove that, but that could explain why he's so quiet now and why the gap is being so big. And Mr. Beast has barely been making real videos in general and stuff too. So, like he had made saying PewDiePie's name a couple of times, buying the billboards. I forget the other one. There was one other one I can't remember besides the other one. Those were the only two I can remember. But he did saying that, did the billboards, and there was one other I can't seem to remember. But he did another one. I don't remember what it was. I really don't have a clue. No, I don't have a clue at all right now. But I do think that YouTube did say, hey, you want to support this channel, and told him that at a certain point, if you don't want to, you could stop by this time, and otherwise we will stop your channel. And Mr. Beast, is as far as I know, an independent creator. I'm not positive on that being the money, but what I'm saying is, I know, yes, so you might be getting lots of subscribers on your own channels, but to be honest, try to start up a YouTube channel. Watch tons of videos on how to do stuff. Do it all correctly. Follow all the steps that would get you more subscribers, and watch. Nothing. It's like a barren wasteland out there where you make a video about the most current thing, nothing happens. I've done that because, and two, YouTube has the search filters not working. And I made a video about that when that was very popular for the last 5 days. I had made it literally 5 days ago. And I then changed the name, did all this stuff, and nothing. Was not being able to find. I even had a thumbnail to it saying YouTube's broken, because it is, because they haven't fixed it. A lot of people have emailed or went on it, Twitter or Facebook, and messaged or tagged YouTube in a post, which I did. I did YouTube creators and YouTube twice, and I got nothing. And that was just 5 days ago, which would have made it, would have been Sunday. Because lately, the reason I found this out was because I wanted a filter to find if there was any trailers for the Sonic movie. And apparently I thought it was broke. Made a video, put it up, nothing. Now, if you are like, me and other things, I know a bunch of independent creators that have lots of YouTubers subscribers, like the hacker YT, go subscribe to him, and Switchcraft, and when they do a live stream, they only get at the most maybe 8 here and there, like on at a time. But there are people going in and out of it. They're not getting huge amounts, and I think that the reason YouTube is doing all this, oh my, this piece of hair, bugging me. But as I was saying, I think that YouTube, because the way is doing stuff here with like Flare TV. Let me move it a little bit. There we go. Alright, with like Flare TV and stuff, like channels that do these live counts, the ones that have been running for months, they're there, supported. Flare TV is right there, supported with YouTube, with PewDiePie, I mean, when you search up his name. So I think that because of that, those videos are actually getting pushed. And I think that independent content creators are having a more hard time getting the subscribers, because I've followed all the rules. I got my descriptions, I've got my thumbnails, I've got my tags. I've even joined 2 different places to shout out to get to promote your YouTube videos on Discord. I've even tried putting up stuff about it on my Instagram, Twitter, and everything, but I can't get anywhere. And it's kind of at the point where I don't know if that's the fault of YouTube, and my theory is that it is. And YouTube is slowly trying to say, hey, you're not getting the subscribers. Here's a bunch of YouTube channels that have a lot of subscribers that are here to help you with your YouTube channel. And the reason they're there is because people are going to look up that stuff. So YouTube then promotes all that stuff to people when they search stuff for the higher ones. And the ones that people would then be recommending to this person. And they really don't get you anywhere. And I followed all the steps. I've tried everything. I've even tried stuff for sub stuff, shoutouts, and I've only gotten to where I've gotten. And it took me at least 2 years to get this far. And that's the thing. I think that all along when Google bought YouTube, they decided we're going to have people become independent creators. We're going to have them do it all fun. And then we're just going to become and halfway through, we're going to become a corporate thing. Shut the channels down. You're sorry, we can't. There's too many. And that's why they wanted to have us be cool, PewDiePie can make a lot of videos, get the subscribers he needs, and do everything he needs. And when he gets all the subscribers, that they were decided they're not going to give him the subscribers. They're going to give him subscribers here and there. Not as much as what T-Series, because T-Series, yes, being a company, decided in 2006 to start making and putting up their videos, and that they had. And PewDiePie had done it, I think it was 2008 or 9 he started. That's 3 years difference, and yet PewDiePie had more subscribers way quicker than T-Series, and yet T-Series just rocketed up in the end of 2018, and pretty much after the horrible YouTube rewind, which is another reason people are not going to want to try to do a YouTube channel, because they're going to say, why would I want to do a YouTube channel for this? This thing's a load of trash and garbage, which YouTube Rewind was. And they're going to be why would I want to make videos? I'm not going to end up in Rewind, and if I ever do, it's going to be horrible. So I don't want to even try. And because they're seeing that people aren't getting the subscribers they want, and since YouTube knows that, they're going to slowly start to try to push not having it at all. And it's just to the point where now, if your video has any TLC, Dr. Phil, they'll support it because you're going to put the link to the actual video. So if you really want to watch it, you can. Which, if you click it, you do. But in this theory is that they are controlling subscribers on everything, and they have it set so that those two channels are in the battle now, and that it looks like that, because right at this point, I can't get the subscribers. I've tried. I've asked friends to promote and share stuff, and yet I can't get anywhere. And I'd like to get places. But I see that I've seen YouTube channels that do gaming, and it looks like the gaming channels, which I am a gaming channel, and I do a lot of talking on this channel, and I know I do not play many different games, but I did have one plan the day I was going to play Banjo-Kazooie, Gruntilda's Revenge, because I was going to do that. This was the Game Boy Advance. I was going to play that on an emulator. But John GBA Light wasn't doing Spiral Mountain right. There was an issue. I decided just, no, I'm not going to upload something that's so glitchy and me trying just to fix it. And I'm going to get rid of the emulator, probably try to do it again. But I've done the gaming. I've tried an intro, tried an outro on a ton of videos, and nothing. And I've tried Super Subs. I've tried all the sites with Super Subs. Nothing. And I make my own content the way I make it, and I get nowhere. And I've seen videos that are small and like channels that only have one that have tons of subscribers and tons of views on a video. Like, I have videos in the thousands, but they're not my content. It's content of Cartoon Network. And they don't really care about it, so it's good for me. But in the long run, it kind of hurts my channel because it's not my stuff. That no one's going to come and want to watch my stuff. They're only going to want to come and watch that. But I do have my other content people can see. And it looks like what YouTube has done over the years is pretty much said, hey, see all these small little viral videos? Cat Piano, Charlie Bit My Finger. Look at them. Look how good YouTube is, right? Look at these videos. And they're still doing it to this day. There's videos that they will promote. And they're doing it at random. Because if they chose every video by an independent YouTuber that was shot on like phone quality, every single person could get famous. But that's why, and it goes along with the fact that YouTube is doing corporations. Because if you look, the Catch Me Outside girl, Daniela, however you say his dang last name, I'm not gonna say it, became famous, and how the yodeling kid, Gordon Ramsay, I think it was, or something. I think Gordon Ramsay's the other, like, the chef dude, right? Yeah. I don't know, his name's like Ramsay something, Ramsay Gordon or something, I don't know. But whatever, the yodeling kid from Walmart last year became famous, okay? And then became rich and famous, and they did it, and that was a way of YouTube saying, hey, you could get famous like this. That's why Justin Bieber became famous, because they wanted to push the fact that you could become famous by simply uploading a video. And that's why when PewDiePie started making videos and people started watching them and liking them, after a long time, he became #1. And everybody wanted to get like him. That's why similar YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Mr. Beast, all got subscribers the way they did. And I know this video is really long, but it's true, probably very much true. And I'm guaranteeing this video getting taken down. So when this goes and uploads, if you see it, copy the link, look up for an MP4 downloader, and download this. Re-upload this video. Share the video email the video to someone, tell them to upload it to YouTube, and then tell them to do the exact same thing so this thing becomes viral. Because it's the truth, and I'm really expecting this video to get shut down. Because YouTube is really cracking down on conspiracy theorists, except for Shane Dawson. And if you look at what he's doing, it's weird, and it's making everyone look like nutjobs who make conspiracy theories. And I know this is my second one, but like really, this one I feel is the truth, because naturally, a channel could hold for a couple days a subscriber count. Now that's probably going to be the next thing in a couple weeks, is that T-Series for a couple days, maybe like 2-3 days, it's going to hold out being #1. Then it's going to be PewDiePie, and it's going to be for a day or two. Then it's going to be straight back to T-Series. And in that regards, I think that by that point, after doing that, how many other days they want to do it for T-Series? Maybe 3 or 4. After that, they jump back to PewDiePie, and then they go to T-Series winning. That's how it's going to go. And it's sad to say that we all know how it's going to go, but that's my prediction, and it seems like that could be the case. Now, in the situation where Mr. Beast actually does make a video, because I had messaged him, I had the idea for him to work with PewDiePie to make a movie based upon his life that could be in theaters or uploaded to YouTube, and I think that could be a great idea. But I don't think it's going to really happen due to my theory, because I think that the reason Mr. Beast isn't doing much is because he either said something or did something, and I don't really know completely, but I think that I know there's independent YouTube channels that are completely doing this, but I think because Mr. Beast was rising to popularity and everything, he just became this channel where he kept gaining, and then YouTube's like, you want to do this, blah, blah, blah. He said yes, and he made a couple videos. Then YouTube said, give it a break, chill out, do something else. Or he decided just to take a break. Now, I'm not saying that that's true, but the rest of my theory about YouTube doing the thing about the subscribers is pretty true, because YouTube basically has been going downhill, and I've seen YouTube channels, and the reason they do gaming YouTube channels and get them a lot of subscribers and if you are one who just talks to a screen most of the time, they don't want anything to do with you, except when you're PewDiePie and you were number one, and they're going to keep you number one as long as they can until they decide to change it, which I think is going to be sometime in April. And the reason I say April is because they're getting rid of the YouTube gaming features in April, as far as I know. And they're also going to be getting rid of the Google Plus in April. I'm pretty sure YouTube gaming is in, if not, correct me. But that's really what I think is going to happen. And I think when YouTube went down last year completely for like a couple hours, I think that was YouTube starting to feed subscribers to T-Series, and they were slowly starting to advertise them very, very slowly. And by the time it came around at the end of the year, they decided, boom, 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 boom. And I think that's what happened, because it just seems kind of weird that a channel that's been practically around since the beginning, and a channel that has a gap in between T-Series and PewDiePie, have a gap in between the length of their channel being out there, and T-Series just boom. So if you believe in the theory or not, please comment that down below. And I'll see you next time. I am Dr. Awesome Gamer. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share, and download this video in case YouTube decides to remove this video. And because I know I'm probably speaking the truth. Stay awesome. And if my channel still exists, I will see you next time.